Actually, okay, there we go. All right. As most of you may normally realize, I normally try to go over the quick rules or general explanation of the game, but you're expected to read through all of the rules and the Q&A online first, and I'll go over more details on that soon. But initially, hopefully everyone can see me, but I may do it from different angles too. The robot will starting in these corners on each side of the field. And the goal, as she explained, is to catch the bugs and recover them safely. So we have 4 different kinds of bugs. These little guys are termites. Ooh. These are flies. Inside of this cabinet, which also must only be opened by the robot, are more flies. And some cockroaches that will be moving around all game day. Okay, so, as I said, the goal of the robot is to get these different items. And over here you have 3 different containment areas. And you'll notice that each one has different obstacles, but basically your goal is to put the bugs in each one of these back compartments here. It's represented by the back foot of each of these containment areas. The middle part is known as the shed. This is where all the bugs are going to basically stay until they get caught. But each of the bugs has a base point value that will be used for when you put it into a different area, but each one of these areas has a multiplier assigned to it. So if you capture a bug, it's not actually worth anything. It has a base point value, but unless you put it into the containment area, it's not worth anything. This, the furthest side over here, basically just has steps. And this is considered the easiest to traverse so far. This containment area has a multiplier of 3. So any bugs that you put into this, it'll multiply their point value total times 3. This one has a different obstacle over pipes that can rotate. They'll pretty much stay where they are, but they can rotate. This has a multiplier of 5, if I'm remembering that properly. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. This one's 3. This one's 3. This one apparently has a multiplier of just 1. Ah, yeah. See, even I. See, you got to reread the rules a few times, guys, so even us can make a mistake. All right. This one has a multiplier of 5. So basically, your goal is to capture as many of these bugs as you see fit within your strategy to put into the different bins. But you also have food, which are represented by these tennis balls. They're underneath all these cones. They're also in these pipes. Your robot can activate these pipes with a little switch on the side that causes them to basically just bounce out. Should take about 5 seconds or so for 4 balls to bounce out of each tube. But here's the fun part. Some of you that have been in the competition before may have noticed that there is no barricade for the different colors. Everything on the field is fair game for every robot in the competition. You cannot grab something that's already scoring in another team's bin. You cannot grab something that's under the control of another robot. But if it is out, lying about, in any section, anyone can get it. Now, since there are a lot of food, these are worth the least number of points, but they're also the easiest to grab. These are worth a point if you put them in your containment area. The termites are actually worth 3 points. The cockroaches are worth 5 points. And there are 2 different types of flies based on 2 different types of genetic engineering. These up here flying around are worth 7 points. And there are 4 inside of this cabinet that are actually rotating around. These are worth 9 points apiece. Yes, the ribbon color actually represents what they are. So the red ribbon equals 7 points, black ribbon equals 9 points. And as they mentioned in the rules, the goal is to not only collect them and give them food, but they want to keep them safe. So you don't want the flies mixed in with cockroaches. You don't want cockroaches with termites. So you get a bonus if you can separate them. So if you have something scoring in one of these bins, and you only have one type of bug in that bin, then you get an extra 50 points added onto your score. But This is actually a pretty complicated rule. If you have any bins that have more than one type of bug in it, then you don't get the bonus. However, there is an extra bonus you can try for. If you collect at least one of each type of bug, there's an extra boost of 150 points tossed onto your score at the end. So basically, it doesn't matter if they're separated or mixed, you would still get that bonus. So you ultimately have a chance to get up to 200 bonus points for that round. Now, you also get bonus points for food. And I'm suddenly forgetting what the bonus is. It's 25 points, but I forget how it scores. Oh yeah, if you have a bug with food in the same containment area, then you get a bonus of 25 points. Alright. I think that's the general gist of it. Oh, yeah, some other important things. That basically tells you how the game is supposed to be played. But it's important to note that each one of these containment areas has an edge to it on each side. Each one is separated by what you can view as an infinitely tall, invisible wall. You cannot cross that wall. So, these obstacles may be a little difficult to get over in some parts, but you're not allowed to go into one containment area and try to put bugs into a separate section. You cannot cross or place food across any of these barriers. It has to go straight through into the containment area. Alright. I think that's pretty much it, unless I'm missing anything on this part. Okay, now some important things to remember. There are several different sections of rules that need to be read, and as we just demonstrated a few minutes ago, it might be easy to forget some things in the spur of a moment, so you might want to make sure you read those rules. There is a set of generic rules